Morning, lovelies. Eloise here for Money Musings. I thought today, because over in my group it's all about the cards today, so I thought today I would let the cards choose what the Money Musings was going to be about. So I've got my gorgeous Essence and Energy of Money cards here. And what I'm going to do is just shuffle them and see what comes up. And remember, if you'd like me to answer any of your money questions, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. Come and say hello. Is there any questions that you want to ask? I'm just going to get the chat up. Just let me know. I'm really happy to do these videos to help you. So let me know. So the cards, I'm shuffling them, but they are not wanting to jump out. So what I might need to do is to actually cut them. Hello, lovelies. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining me. Let's just give them a couple more moments. They're not, so I'm going to cut them. Oh, okay. So this card is obviously mirrored, I think, so I will read it. It's a gorgeous picture, but it says, I am an excellent money manager. Now, a few years ago, this would have triggered me. And in fact, sometimes even now, I feel a bit triggered by that because I've got so much history with feeling like I'm not a good money manager. Many of you will know my story. Hello, lovelies. Many of you will know my story that I had a catastrophic relationship with money. And where I am now is so far away from where I was. I didn't manage my money. I was not a good money manager. And what happened was I lost a house. I had my home repossessed. And I also ended up £100,000 in debt on credit cards, which is in a way impressive, but not really, right? Especially when I actually have no idea what I spent with that £100,000. There's nothing in my life that I bought with that £100,000. And also, if I was truly honest with myself, if I had made a different choice and I'd made the choice to be a good money manager, I would not have lost that house. And that's a really hard thing to accept and square with myself. But I didn't know what I didn't know at that point. And that's really important. Up until now, you may have said things like, I'm really rubbish with money. I'm not good with money. All of these things are true. Okay. Every story you tell yourself is true. So why not choose a different story today and from here on in and say, I am an excellent money manager. So the next time you're talking about money with your friends or whoever, instead of saying, oh, I'm no good with money, just say, I am an excellent money manager. Okay. And what does that mean? Okay. Because that might sound like a bit, oh, it's not that easy, Eloise. But it is easy to make that choice. It's easy to make the choice to be an excellent money manager. And being an excellent money manager isn't about, it's not about being an accountant. It's not about, it's just not about knowing where every single penny is. What it's about is paying attention to your money. One of the biggest challenges I had was that I wasn't even looking at my bank accounts. I had no idea how much there was in my bank account. I would get my debit card, imagine this is my debit card, put it in the machine and stand there crossing my fingers and praying that it wouldn't be declined because I wasn't being an excellent money manager. Yeah. And when you have fallen out of love with your relationship with money, looking at money feels so much, doesn't it? It's like one of the most triggering things I teach is to check your bank account. Okay. If you haven't checked your bank account in a long time, I ask you to check it once a month. If you're checking it once a month, I ask you to check it once a week. And if you're checking it once a week, I ask you to check it every single day. And the reason for that is it gives you back that feeling of control. Even if what you see in your bank account is not great news, it gives you that element of control of knowing. Okay. And that is what the key to being a good money manager is. Oftentimes, just looking at your money makes things better. And I'm not going to claim to understand that. I just know that it works, and I'm learning to just do the things that work. Okay. So today, I would love for you to change that story that you've probably had all your life, that people have fed you. I was round a friend's house the other day, and her mum was basically telling her how bad she was with money. And it's not even true. This is the thing. Like, so we often take these stories on. I remember my father telling me that money for me just falls through my hand like water, and therefore I wasn't very good with money. It's just like we take on board these stories as though they're true. So I want you to tell yourself this story instead. I am an excellent money manager, and start by looking at money. Okay? Because those of you that have been in my world for a while know that we work with money as though she is our best friend, as though she's this feminine energy entity. And you know what? She's lovely to look at. She's lovely to look at. And the more you look at her, the more she grows, the more in touch with her you get, the more money seems to flow to you, the easier it feels. And the beautiful side effect of being an excellent money manager, and in fact doing any of this money work, the beautiful, beautiful side effect is that you start to like yourself. You even start to love yourself. But more importantly, you start to really respect yourself. Now, I always say this to people, like, it is about the money, but it's not about the money. What being an excellent money manager does, what working with money does, is it creates such faith and confidence in yourself. And that's worth a little bit of discomfort whilst you log into your online banking and then take back your power, right? I'm just going to check the comments. Hello, lovelies. Yes, stick it on your fridge. It's an amazing one, this one. Okay, we can all be excellent money managers. We've just got to change the story. And being a good money manager, like I said, is not about knowing how to do accounts. It's not about knowing how to do tax. Okay, I highly recommend getting someone that knows how to do that for you. It's changed my life and my business. But being an excellent money manager is about seeing your money, watching it, and connecting with it. I've got someone here. Sorry, I can't see your name, lovely. Looking at my money this morning and spreading it out, I feel quite organised. Do you know, I have gone from never looking in my bank account to looking in my bank account at least once a day. And every time money comes in, I play a little game with it. I'm like moving it around. I've got little targets in pots. The bank account I use is Starling, and they have this amazing system where you can put things in pots. And it must do my accountant's head in, because like if I get £20 in, that all gets divvied up. If I get £2,000 in, that all gets divvied up. But I love that game of just enjoying being with my money, you know, and that makes me an excellent money manager. Also being told you never save. Yeah. And this is something that my friend got told as well. You don't have any savings. You don't have any savings. And whilst it is absolutely a good idea to have savings, oftentimes we're too scared to have savings, and we aren't healed enough to have savings. For the longest time, I would start a savings account and I'd have all these good intentions. But when you have a money belief or story that tells you can't save, guess what? You can't save. So you have to dig around and find out what's going on inside your mind and your body, because your body carries energy from these stories. And when you see what it is, like if your parents told you you don't have any savings, you never save any money, that's a story that will sort of be in your body, in your mind. And you will keep sabotaging. It's not really sabotaging, it's acting out the story. But to prove it, right? It's a wonderful and weird thing, okay? And what's even stranger is we often say, I want more money, I want more money. But actually what we're doing is pushing it away by not looking at money, by not being open to the fact that we can be excellent money managers. I want to tell you, I still struggle to understand the ins and outs of all of my money and where it is and what it's doing, right? But I make sure that I have people that know that. What I focus on is being an excellent money manager, okay? And that to me is looking, playing around with it. I have money dates at least once a month with money where I spend half a day just playing around with what's coming in, what's going out, really, really focusing on it. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. Okay. Hello, Rachel. Nice to see you, lovely. Okay, so that is the card that was chosen for us today. Let's have a look. I'm looking forward to a £500 bill next week and actually saying I have the money, as parents already think I need a loan. I friggin' love this. So one thing that I teach is I know that savings can really trigger people. I know savings can really trigger people because we have these stories that we can't save or we don't have enough to save. So I talk about creating a buffer. Now it is savings, but when it's a buffer, it feels much better. And this is what happens. Like you get a bill and you just gracefully slide through it because you've got that buffer, right? I love it. I love it. Okay, so I try and create, hi Sam, I try and always hold £1,500, which is about $2,000 in a bank account, which I do not touch. And then like if your car breaks down or your washing machine needs replacing, you can just gracefully go through it and then fill up that bit. But I don't call it savings because that really affects me. Okay. Rachel says it's being unafraid of money. I love buffers too. It is being unafraid of money. And you know what, Rachel, that's a really good point, because right now there is a lot of fear mongering around money. And it's, you know, it's not untrue, but if you stay in your lane and focus on that connection with money, with being an excellent money manager, you will find what's coming much easier, okay? Because you're open to seeing money. Many of us, when we're in scarcity, actually see money and turn it away. And I'll do another money musings on that, because that's a whole nother subject of ways that we turn money away, even when we want it. But one example is, you know, there's a lot of people sharing a lot of hate about people who have money. I've seen several posts on Facebook. But how can you want to invite more money in, but then have hatred for people who have money? That's like a dissonance. It's pushing money away. So it is about being unafraid of money. Okay, money is a beautiful energy to work with. She is fun and flowing, and it works fast. Okay, so if you start checking your bank account today, you will start to see improvements in a very short period of time. Sometimes it's instantly. It depends on your manifestation type. I'm a slow and steady manifester, but other people are fast manifestors. And what that means is if they think about money, bang, it comes. But they have to think about it in the right way. But yes, being unafraid of money. There's nothing to be afraid of. Money is a beautiful energy. It's very supportive, and we have the magic within us to create more. And as I said, I was someone who was not a good money manager. I had an outrageously toxic relationship with money. And if I can do it, you absolutely can. So enjoy that card today, lovelies. I am an excellent money manager. And remember to let me know if there's a topic you would like me to talk about. I'm going to be back doing another money musings on Thursday. I'm going to try and do these on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm just trying to get into the habit of doing them now. So any and all your questions are really, really welcome. Rachel's just said she is fun and fabulous. She really is, isn't she? She really is. Okay, my lovelies, have a wonderful day and I will see you soon.